Hey, happy Memorial Day, everybody. This is Adam Haverstock, Director of Government Affairs at the Greater Conejo Valley Chamber of Commerce, coming to you with the Capital Connection 5 Things to Know for May 28th, 2021. Before we get into our topics today, I do want to take a moment and thank the sponsor of the Capital Connection, and that's Atara Biotherapeutics. You can check out their website at atarabio.com. Are you interested in sponsoring the Capital Connection? You can get a shout out like this on the next video and your logo in the bottom left corner next to the Chamber logo. Contact me at the Chamber for more information. Number 1, the Thousand Oaks City Council approves the General Plan Land Use Map. So the City of Thousand Oaks has been collecting input for almost 2 years on this land use map, and the Chamber of Commerce has been involved every step of the way. I wanted to give a thank you to all of the Chamber members who went to a meeting, who completed a survey, who contacted their council member, who spoke at a public hearing. We appreciate all of you stepping up and making our voice heard. And I also wanted to thank the City Council, who they all agreed to meet with us. They all agreed to hear our point of view. They read our letters and ultimately incorporated some of our ideas into the plan, so thank you very much. This map that was approved was largely what the staff had recommended to the City Council. They did make some changes. They downzoned the areas that were medium density down to low density for the most part, and then they added the mixed-use designation into a lot of places where it didn't exist prior to this map. So overall, the Chamber were very happy with this map. We think it was a great compromise to provide affordable housing, workforce housing, and jobs for the future. There's a great write-up in the Acorn newspaper that I will link to in the comments below with more information about the approval process. Number 2, California returns to normal operations on June 15th. So Governor Newsom announced that if 2 different conditions were met, he was going to allow the economy to reopen on June 15th. And those were 1, increased vaccinations, and 2, lower hospitalization rates, or maintaining low hospitalization rates. So both of those conditions have been met. So it looks like on June 15th, we will move beyond the blueprint and get back to business as usual. Now, there will still be rules for what they're calling mega events, which for indoor events is 5,000 or more people, outdoor events is 10,000 or more people. So for the most part, everything goes back to normal. There will still be some mask requirements, specifically for those that are not vaccinated. They will have to continue to wear masks indoors. There's some details about that on the California Department of Public Health website. I will go ahead and link in the comments below to both the rules from the state's COVID website about the Beyond the Blueprint, and then also the rules associated with masks. So check the comments for that. Number 3, Governor Newsom proposes his May revised budget, and surprise, we have a lot more money than we thought we were going to have. So the state of California passed a pretty bare bones budget last year. In fact, we were facing a $50 billion deficit, and this year is quite the opposite. We have a $75 billion tax surplus, more tax revenue than we thought we were going to have, and then we received $25 billion in federal aid. So we have $100 billion in new revenue to spend. So he's doing all sorts of different things with that money, but among them, he is going to spend $95 million to jumpstart the travel industry, giving that money to Visit California. And he's going to spend $1.5 billion to provide additional aid to small businesses. The details of that are still rolling out. Now, he doesn't get to make the budget all by himself. It requires legislative action, so the state legislature is now going to review and hopefully approve a budget to send to the governor. They have to do it by a constitutional deadline of June 15th, so they should get a budget passed by June 15th. That will take effect on July 1st. Number 4, Jenny Fitzgerald resigns from the Conejo Valley Unified School District Board. Jenny Fitzgerald is a first-term member of the CVUSD Board of Trustees, and she is currently the board president. She announced on Facebook this week that she's going to be moving out of the area, and so when you don't live in the area, you're not a registered voter, you can't serve as an elected official in that area, so she will be resigning her position. There are 2 ways that the CVUSD board can choose to fill her vacancy. They can either appoint somebody or they can hold a special election, and they have not indicated yet how they're planning on filling that seat. And finally, number 5, Ventura County is closing in on the yellow tier. Los Angeles County moved down to the yellow or minimal tier a couple weeks ago, and Ventura County has not yet gotten there. and there are several metrics that you have to meet. There's a testing metric, and then the most difficult one is that you have to hit a 7-day average daily case rate per 100,000 residents. So even though there may be more cases happening in Los Angeles County, they have such a high population, their case rate per 100,000 is actually quite low. So they already moved out of the yellow tier. Ventura County has not done that yet. In fact, this week when they reported their numbers, they had a case rate of 2.0, which is the exact number you have to get below in order to get into the yellow tier. You have to be below 2. So it's stands to reason that they're probably going to drop into the yellow tier next week when those numbers are counted again. However, the color tier system is going to go away altogether on June 15th, so none of this will matter anyway very soon. But just so you know, that's going to happen. The yellow tier doesn't allow any new industries to open necessarily. For the most part, it takes industries and allows them to either open at full capacity or at a larger capacity. So it's a good thing, but it's not going to be groundbreaking, I think, for very, very many businesses. But it's good to see things trending in the right direction. And that'll do it for your Memorial Day weekend Capital Connection. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. If you liked it, please hit the like button on Facebook or on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you can subscribe. If you're on Facebook, you can share it. Anywhere, leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of the video. The more comments we get, the more likes, the more shares, the more subscribes, the more people are going to see it, and Facebook and Google are going to share it with more people. So please give us a like. Please give us a share. I really do appreciate it very much. We will see you next month. Thank you.